recording the room noise, just the ambience and just at a distance, essentially.
Yeah, too many disasters have happened.
Oh, yeah.
For me to not have literally 3 going.
And then you're fucked. You have no audio whatsoever, and you're just done.
Yep.
Whole waste of a day's work.
Oh, these mics are a little weird, by the way. You like speak over them.
Yeah.
So you can just throw them right on.
Okay. Yeah, it's just a Shure SM58.
Yes.
Perfect.
All right. We're rolling everywhere.
Cool.
Cool. Ready to get started?
Yeah.
Let me throw a scenario at you.
Okay.
It's 1965.
Yeah.
Let's call it.
Yeah.
Beatlemania is underway.
It's full throttle.
Full throttle.
Mm-hmm.
Question of the era.
Mm-hmm.
Who is the cutest Beatle?
Who's the cutest Beatle? I think looking back on the way the Beatles looked in their youth, in their prime, I think Ringo's too goofy. I think George Harrison, he's got a musky, kind of manly look to him. I think John's okay. I think it's I think it's really Paul. I think Paul is the cutie of the group.
Wow.
Yeah.
The pretty much it scoop.
I think he's a pretty boy. I think he's got cute, chubby cheeks, and he's just got that going for him. He's just got a lot going for him. He's a cutie.
I appreciate that you're not shying away from a cold take on who the cutest Beatle is.
Yeah, as far as Beatles go and cuteness, my tastes are pretty conventional.
A man of the people.
A real populist.
That's the scoop from Anthony Fantano, music reviewer extraordinaire.
Yeah.
Sir, how are you?
I'm doing good. Thanks for having me down.
Thank you for coming. That's a left hand shake.
It's okay. I do them every once in a while too.
So before we jump into this, for anyone who's not familiar, can you give us a quick overview of your relationship with the Beatles?
I pretty much got into them, I think, as most people with boomer parents do.
Of course.
You're listening to your own music one day and just minding your own business, enjoying the world. And then I'll
listen to my Limp Bizkit.
Exactly. Let me listen to my Korn, my Slipknot, my Limp Bizkit, my Rage Against the Machine, my Red Hot Chili Peppers, my Green Day.
Real music.
Real ass music. My TLC, my Boyz II Men, my Tupac, my Biggie, my Weird Al, my Coolio. Let me listen to my tapes. And then one day, or around the time that they came out with that one compilation that had all the big hits on it and everything, your parents are like,
are you talking Love?
Yeah. Yep, exactly.
My first one.
Yeah.
Boomer parents.
Exactly.
Crazy.
Boomer parents.
That's what
the conversation comes out, well, this is the music I listened to when I was a kid. This was my music. And you hear some songs on it. There's pretty cool songs on there.
Neat stuff.
Yeah, some cool stuff on there. And then because you're a bit of an album geek and you like music, you're like, well, let's just try to listen to some of these records here. Let's like, if the White Album is on sale at the CD store, at the FYE, at that local FYE, just pick up a copy, and it's great. It sounds good. And then you're just enjoying the Beatles. And if you're working backwards from there, some of the early, more bubblegum stuff is not as gratifying as the psych stuff that came after,
Sure.
Rubber Soul.
Too easy listening.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You want to ride the edge.
Yeah. You want to be challenged.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I like to hear. And then how many decades later you're watching Danny Boyle's Yesterday?
Yeah.
Where all of that never happened.
Where you have the opportunity to feel nostalgia for an era you didn't even live through.
That's right.
I Beatles mania was totally disconnected from it, but now I get to feel nostalgic about a thing that I literally have no nostalgia for.
That's right.
Because it's literally just one of many bands I listened to in high school. This one just happened to be old.
What I'm hearing is that you're ready to jump into a movie that's going to gaslight you about the Beatles.
I'm ready.
I'm ready too. Let's get into it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us for Yesterday. We're watching a copy that's like 1 hour, 55 minutes, 56 minutes and change. The only copy, I think.
Director's cut? Is this the
This is the 4-hour extended cut where they play the White Album in full.
with all the demos?
Oh, God. Yeah, they play the super deluxe White Album.
The super deluxe White Album.
All right, so in order to sync this commentary track up, you're going to pass the Universal logo, and once you get to the Perfect World Pictures logo with, it looks like a picture of a dad and his little boy looking at the stars. When that fades completely to black, you're going to press play. But for now, press pause. So it is no sheer chance that we are watching this movie.
Yeah, I guess it's serendipitous.
It's serendipitous because you actually have beef with Yesterday.
Yes, I do have a little bit of a beef with this the premise of this film, which I think is just a little silly to assume that if you somehow woke up in a world where the Beatles never happened, the world would be like exactly the same, and the world would even be ready for you to just start playing Beatles songs no one's ever heard, and then all of a sudden you're just like the biggest rock star on the planet. I mean, for sure there would be some things that would just remain the same, like, you know, America's horrible foreign policy, Donald Trump, probably a host of different things would still be there in a non-Beatles reality.
Probably Trump wasn't too influenced by the Beatles.
Yeah, exactly. You know, the Beatles' trajectory had little to nothing to do with Trump.
Sure.
But the idea that you could just like start playing Yesterday on the acoustic and just be like, hey guys, here's one that you've never heard of before, and the world's just like suddenly, oh my god, you're a rock god. I can't believe it.
How did no one think of this before?
Exactly. How did no one think of this before? On top of it, I think it's also completely ignorant toward the larger reality of music marketing. Like, if nobody ever wrote Hey Jude, could I just literally show up at a bar somewhere and just start playing Hey Jude, and then all of a sudden I'd just be signed to a label and would just be like, you know, being given the star treatment in every direction and riding private jets everywhere? Of course not. That's not how music marketing works. That's not how stardom works.
If only.
If only.
Well, you know what? I'm interested to see if this motion picture is going to turn you around.
Yeah. Maybe it'll convince me. Maybe I'll be convinced.
So I guess the idea here is that he plays Beatles ripoffs right now.
Yeah.
And they're not hitting.
They're not very good. If only the Beatles never existed, then people would see the true genius behind his songs. If only they were never here, then people would know how great I am.
I wish that, don't quote me on this, off the record, I wish that rather this movie was about him time traveling and killing the Beatles.
Me too. And I wish the movie was maybe more about what the world would be if the Beatles never existed.
Do you think he would come back to present day and it's all dubstep?
You know, honestly, I feel like if there was a world where the Beatles never existed and you wanted to pitch their songs or play their songs and present them as your own, you would have to present the songs in a style, in an aesthetic that would appeal to the current generation. So you're going to be hearing a trap version of Hey Jude. You know, you're going to hear Hey Jude with the 808s and the sub bass in the background, you know,
like
with a future feature.
Oh. Oh. Like
and then it would really hit.
Hey Jude.
Also our friend here with these songs, I feel like he's just got so little stage presence. Like, does he want to wear anything other than a wrinkly shirt? You know what I mean? Like, the Beatles, for as great as they were as songwriters and artists, they went out there in suits and ties with the mop tops.
Presentation.
Exactly. Presentation.
What is this guy bringing to the table?
Other than a shirt he has not ironed, I don't know. And a beard he has not trimmed, I'm not sure.
It really seems like he's putting in as little effort as you can possibly put.
Exactly.
Which I guess is fair because at this point, his audience is like, what, 4 children?
Mm-hmm. And where is, you know, to be treated like a rock star, you need to act like a rock star. Where's the rock star energy and attitude?
Damn.
You know, is he bringing us a Bowie level presentation, the theatrics, the outfits, the makeup? No, none of that. He's just like, I didn't care to bathe or change my clothes this morning, and this is what you see is what you get.
It looks like she's more likely to be in a rock star position than he is.
Yeah, she's ready to rock the mic and front whatever band just happens to just walk onto the stage playing whatever song that they're playing. He just seems like,
Word.
you know, a backup dude at this point. He's just like not, you know, really putting in too much effort. You know, look, we will care as much about you as you show care in yourself. I
true.
just feel like
It's true.
he's just not showcasing that.
And she's really sticking by him. Mm-hmm. Ladies, this ya man?
Oh, Michael Kiwanuka. He's a very good songwriter from the UK. Little cameo there.
I want to hear all the cameos.
Yeah.
Because I bet that you've got insight into the stars
Well,
of this movie.
he just came out with a new record that is very enjoyable.
How Beatles influenced is it?
Very little Beatles influence at all. If anything, he's more Hendrix influenced.
So he probably showed up to set and
wait,
was
he-
like, I'll be fine.
Michael right there, he's like, you asshole, you ruined the show. Which is funny because he's typically a nice guy, but if Michael wants to be an asshole to some stagehand who didn't bring the guitar in on time, that's fine by me.
Yo, wreck him.
Wreck them.
So this guy's like, damn, these rock stars, and I'm just backstage. I want to see what his merch looks like.
Yeah. His merch is even wrinklier than the clothes that he wears.
It's
on
actually
stage.
pre-wrinkled,
It's
and that's
pre-wrinkled.
the draw. So I forget because it's been so long since I've seen the trailer, but is it that he's injured?
Yeah, he
And
gets
that-
injured, and then that, you know, just is injured in such a way where he passes out, and then you just, you know, how many of us have been injured in a way where we've just passed out and woken up, and it's a completely different world. You know, it happens to everybody, which is the relatability factor of the film.
I definitely had like fantasies when I was a kid of like hitting my head, and then I go home and I'm like, well, my parents don't exist.
Like you know, you wake up in a Home Alone scenario, and
Exactly.
just mom and dad are gone, and you just get to eat as much junk food as you want.
It's true. Yeah.
I love the Battle of the Bands rewind there, where he's playing Wonderwall on the stage, which is just like the quintessential I'm just starting to learn guitar song.
Honestly, probably if you really want to make a hit, that's the song that should have been wiped from everyone's memory.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And it's more current as well. So probably would be easier to sell to a larger crowd of people.
That's a little trendier than A Day in the Life.
Yeah, exactly.
I wonder,
you probably only hit really over in the UK. If you wanted to really make it over here in the US, Time of Your Life by Green Day is the track you don't want to exist. That's the track. That's the track you want to have written.
If you woke up in a world and that's the only song that was wiped out, you'd be like, bummer.
This is the song I have to try to make my fame on.
You know what's the song that you would want wiped out?
What? To become famous? Like
Yeah,
after
All-Star.
plagiarizing it? What?
All Star.
All-Star. Yes. Yes, of course.
You would want a meme song.
Yes, exactly.
Imagine if you woke up and Old Town Road was never written.
Yeah.
A recent hit, too.
A recent hit.
You could
A
plug
recent-
right in.
The thing about All-Star is that that's some late stage meme magic. It took a while,
Oh, yeah.
Magic to
That was
catch
a
up.
boiler.
you know?
A sleeper.
It's funny because back in the day, I remember that song when it came out.
It was lit.
Well, when that song came out and the music video dropped, it was attached to that really bad Ben Stiller superhero movie that nobody remembers anymore.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. But
It
now
was.
it's perceived as more of like a Shrek movie.
That's true.
So all the lights
Shrek
are turning.
appropriated.
So the
Oh,
lights are
no.
turning off.
Oh!
okay.
He got hit by a bus?
So we got hit by a bus, but all the lights were turning off as if like the world was dictating this. Like some kind of unknown force in the world was like, I'm going to make this occur.
Which means it probably wasn't him hitting his head. It was probably
Yeah.
some sort of solar ray.
Yeah,
that
exactly.
Wiped everything out.
Exactly. This is actually almost like a Twilight Zone-ish
Yeah.
premise here. Like if at the end of the movie it's a twist and it's actually aliens that wiped the entire
God.
you know, like in that one Twilight Zone episode where they're turning the lights off and some people have electricity and some people don't, and the townspeople all just end up fighting with each other at the end of the day. Like if it becomes just a giant social experiment for some alien race, that would be amazing. That would be an
I can
amazing
only
premise for a film.
pray that that's what happens. What my prediction for this is that by the end of the movie, okay, She supports him all the way through.
Yeah.
He becomes a star. He's the Beatle.
Yeah.
At the end of the movie, he's forgotten his friends.
Yeah.
He's on the high and up. He's addicted to crack cocaine.
Yeah.
He's screaming at
his poor teeth. I hate to see fucked up teeth. You hate to see it.
Triggers you.
It triggers me personally.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some messed up teeth. It does trigger me. And she's sticking with him even after the messed up teeth.
Do you ever have nightmares that your teeth are fucked up?
No, I have not. But after this, it's probably in the bag.
The craziest thing, I for years have been having dreams that my teeth fall out for like since my childhood. And then recently I went to the dentist and my dentist told me that just due to some unfortunate genes, if I don't take really good care of my teeth, by the time I'm 40, they could be wiggly. So now I'm like flossing 3 times a day.
Yes. In using mouthwash too, I hope.
I'm using mouthwash. I'm brushing 2 times a day minimum.
Minimum.
That's like if I'm in a rush.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the Beatles references, just dropping them in. Will you feed me when I'm 64?
And she's a meat. Yeah. She's like,
well,
what the hell are you talking about?
If you still have he's like, you don't get the Beatles reference, you loser.
I also love that, like,
idiot.
She wouldn't have just been like, yeah. You know what I mean? He says, like, well, I'm 64. She goes, wait, what?
You know, it's like someone knocked my teeth out with Maxwell Silver hammer, huh? Isn't that crazy?
Just a day in the lives. It's pretty obvious that he has fake teeth on that are bigger than his usual teeth.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. The teeth visuals, in my opinion, are just not coming together. No.
Oh man, I can't wait for them to actually start doing that.
Yeah. No, I think now that the seal has been broken, there's going to be way more just like bad Beatles title references.
The dam has collapsed.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh god.
Ouch. That's CGI. That is bad CGI. Bad CGI tooth
that's
removal.
Photoshop even.
Yeah. Photoshop is my passion. Exactly.
What they did was they opened it up in Mac Preview.
Yep.
Hit copy on one rectangle. Pasted it over 2 teeth. I feel like this is going to be the moment where he debuts something Beatles and everyone's like, what the hell are you talking about?
Well, that's the thing. He said when I'm 64 and she didn't know what the hell that was. And now he's going to be like, man, guys, I really just want to listen to Abbey Road right now. You know, or they're going to go to the street, the Abbey Road street. And he's going to like, hey guys, look at me. And they're like,
what are you doing? You're going to get hit by a car. Yeah.
How come nobody's trying to take a photo on the street right now? Here we go. He's going to play the song.
Actually, if he, by the rules of this universe, if he made the White Album, then he would change cover art forever.
Yeah, exactly.
Which means all cover art today without that should look like just 4 guys standing around on like a disc, you know?
Exactly. And that's the thing, because there's so much more about the Beatles being missing other than just the music that would be so greatly impacted. Because I mean, just the effects of the visual art on their albums over the course of their career, you know, was a huge impact. The way that they formatted their records too would be huge. You know, the way that records like Abbey Road were a huge influence on progressive rock and a whole host of other things, but just potentially couldn't even exist. Here we go. What? Yesterday.
Okay. Start
All My Troubles.
The title track.
But
I wish that everyone hated it. I wish they were like, what the hell is this? Can you play Travis Scott, please?
Yes, exactly. I want to hear that sicko mode. Play me that sicko mode.
Oh, God.
Can
you imagine him playing sicko mode on this guitar? I'll give him this much.
Yeah.
His songs before kind of sucked.
Yeah.
So by the law of comparison, I can see why they're blown away. Because they're like, okay.
Yeah, it's like, whoa, all of a sudden you become an amazing singer-songwriter.
As opposed to what was it, Dinosaur? Can you imagine if in this movie he gets a couple Beatles hits to pop off and then he tries to weave Dinosaur back in there? And people are like, okay, a little rough on the uptake there.
They're just blown away.
Oh my God, look at her.
Oh my.
This literally feels like an improv where the
It's a bit
suggestion was
soppy.
Beatles don't exist.
Paul McCartney wrote it.
Paul McCartney wrote it. Yours is better.
Now, the scenario that I wish occurred here is that this fork in the road, instead of him becoming a rock star, his friends commit him to a mental institution because he's just been
Right.
hit by a bus. He probably has brain damage. And now he's imagining songs and artists that didn't exist. Please get this man in a mental institution.
That's a good, yeah, like your tracks are great, but we'll figure this out after we get your teeth replaced first off. I love, by the way, that the teeth have not impacted the quality of the music.
Exactly. No weird lisping or, S's impacting his singing.
I wish the whole movie.
Well,
I'm not
it's
the
not
man I
how
used to
play.
be. It's no Skrillex. Yeah, they really are just putting all the weird shit he's saying behind them and going, let's focus on the music.
Yeah. And again, it's so aggravating contextually to like hear these comparisons. Like, imagine if they said, well, it's no Wonderwall. And it's like, that would not even be.
It's no Rolling Stones.
Exactly.
Who? What? It's no Good Vibrations.
Mm-hmm.
What are you talking about? Oh, is he pissed? The Beatles have driven a wedge between them.
Yeah.
We've all been there.
The lack of their existence.
Thanks a lot, Paul. You may be a snack, but a wingman you are not. Oh, you see that lightning? Oh my God. He is, I could tell he's realizing that the Beatles don't exist, but he's doing that off a sample size of like 3 people.
No way. I have to Google it. It's the first thing you would do. Not go in your record collection where you probably have a Beatles album and just like
That's a
see
good
if
point.
it's missing.
I do respect the movie for not using Bing.
Yeah.
I rarely see Google in a movie. If I was a space alien who only watched movies, I would think that Bing is
What
everyone's
happened
homepage.
to the Beatles? Really? That's the question you're going to put into Google? Sergeant Pepper.
Peppers.
Well, I mean, for sure there is like some
Something named
sergeant out
Sergeant.
there named
Yeah.
Pepper.
Yeah.
He would have been in a news article or something.
Yeah. Or
know?
even at very least, it would say like, "Did you mean to say pepper?" It
Yeah.
wouldn't just. Oh, okay. I wish
you
he
go.
pulled the album out and it was like he saw George's face fading away.
I also love and respect. He's got the album collection in alphabetical order. I love that.
You keep yours in alphabetical order?
Yeah, well, that's
only way.
that's how I keep mine. He was pulling out all the B's, and he had the Bowies and all that stuff, and there was no Beatles there. The Rolling Stones were there. Childish Gambino. Why is Childish Gambino the first thing you'd think of?
Oh, okay. Oh,
No Oasis.
Oh.
High five.
Look
fucking
at that,
five.
my guy.
No fucking
Look at
Oasis.
that.
Now see, that's the song you want to steal. That's the
yeah,
track you want
we
to steal.
just said. You know what's even more frustrating about this, though? This means that they are following real world logic to a point.
To a point.
At least commit to it just being goofy.
To a point.
But if Wonderwall doesn't exist, you've opened Pandora's box, my guy.
I just sort of want to like what is his logic with the Childish Gambino Google search?
He goes-
was Childish Gambino's like Ringo's illegitimate grandson or something? He's like what
do
is
look
he
alike.
thinking?
He goes, at least tell me bonfires still exists.
It's like I can't live in a world without because of the internet. I have to know that Childish Gambino is still here.
Oh.
I just wonder. I worry now. Like, where are the Gallagher brothers at now? Are they just like alcoholics? Or are they just like just lonely alcoholics?
I was
Are they
about to
just- are they
say-
just done.
I guarantee you that they watched this movie and went, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, exactly. They were like literally the only artist portrayed as having not existed
Yeah.
post Beatles.
Yo, no way Liam is happy with this.
Liam and Noel are pissed as fuck. Like literally every other artist still exists in this scenario except for fucking Oasis.
Even Childish Gambino.
And what's funny is that they're not the only Britpop band, so it's like it would be
Yeah.
hilarious if Blur still existed, but like Oasis
Yeah.
is not allowed to
Is
exist.
Radiohead around?
Is Radiohead still around? Yeah, probably, but not Oasis.
Is One Direction around? Harry Styles still has an affluent career, but Noah Gallagher is fucked.
Oh god, he's trying to recall all the songs now.
If this happened to me, I feel like I would start forgetting the lyrics, just like
Yeah,
placebo them
exactly.
out of my brain.
Exactly.
It's a good thing that he has such a comprehensive memory of it.
Yeah, exactly. It's good he has a photographic Beatles memory. And now he just looks crazy. This is the moment this is the moment where if the movie was just, he would be sent to the mental institution.
Oh,
Crazy wet man
Immediately.
knocking on the window of the school, toothless.
I would
Just like,
say-
the Beatles, the Beatles.
the worst part about it is that he's wet, honestly. Oh. Ooh.
Oh my god.
Oh, he's insane.
That's yeah. I think that teacher gets annoyed. I think that was Maxwell Silver Hammer. So reference earlier.
It's a good thing he's already drawing from the best of the Beatles catalog.
Nowhere Man.
This definitely is giving me, I feel like, what I would be doing in this case.
Look, I mean, I think the best thing to come out of this scenario, honestly, is that there are some Beatles songs that like probably the world could have done without. You know what I mean? Like "Pass Me By" with Ringo singing on that one. That's it's kind of a crummy song.
You're going to come down and pass me by.
You know, so there's I say use this as an opportunity to Coke. Use this as an opportunity to, I guess,
To save the world from what could have been.
let me retake. Use this as an opportunity to just clean the Beatles discography up a little bit. You know, trim the fat, get rid of some of the extra stuff that just maybe wasn't quite as good.
First, you said that Ringo looked goofy.
Yeah.
And now you're saying that his day in the life, his yesterday, shouldn't have existed.
Shouldn't have been.
Wow. You know, Ringo's actually a huge fan of the show. So
Okay, well,
you're going to be hearing from him about that.
I apologize. I thought we agreed. No more crazy Beatles.
So the movie's just like trying to find where to fill runtime with Beatles songs.
Exactly. And this is also, I would like to say, maybe a bit of a foreshadowing. This is like the first moment where he's like, I don't know, now that I have all these songs and I know I'm going to just sort of like rule the world with them, I don't know if I care about my loved ones as much anymore.
see.
It's like,
Yes.
do I want to play you a song? I don't really care about you anymore. I'm just going to get famous off of all these songs that I'm plagiarizing.
Mom, who? I don't know her. I only know Lady Madonna.
Is he going to play Let It Be? What is he going to play? Yeah.
Why limit yourself to the Beatles' core discography? At this point, why not do Imagine?
He's also singing about times of trouble. Mother Mary Comes to Me. Is he deeply religious now? Is he
Right. Contextually, why would he be saying these things?
exactly? Is he a super Christian at the moment? Like does his faith in the Virgin Mary is that what drove him to write this song? Leave it be.
Rock on. Okay. Back at it. He's like, and this time maybe no interruptions. Thank you. This is more what the public's reception would be.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We just really need someone to take out their phone right now and start like Twittering,
Yeah, like
Facebooking. Instagramming.
Can I make a TikTok out of this?
And if he did blow up, that is how the songs would go viral.
Yes.
They would go viral on TikTok.
He hits the whoa to let it be.
There wouldn't just be some Columbia RCA executive just showing up at his house to, pitch his songs to, to a marketing executive. No, like it would be in a TikTok, and some kids would be, hitting the shoot, and all of a sudden it's just like billions of views in every direction.
They would be pointing to text appearing on the screen to let it be.
Let it be, and you would, once you got that final studio version, and the phone came out, so that was a pretty obvious coming down the pipe. But you would get those 808s and the trap drums, and it would sound amazing.
I think that would be tight. I wish that he would do that.
Will we hear the song now? Because I'm becoming annoyed.
Oh God.
This is Let It Be.
Well, he acknowledges the existence of Christ, so we now know that two religious figures still exist. These days, people are so wrapped up in their phones.
That's right.
We used to talk.
Life is just too busy to stop for a Beatles song.
I wonder how the remaining Beatles would feel watching this. I'm sure that Ringo would not get as many.
I'm sure they're happy with the checks. I'm sure they're happy with the money that they made off the film.
Oh yeah, they must have paid so much money to the Beatles for this.
Oh,
Because
yeah,
I know that
absolutely.
it's pretty rare for a movie to even have a Beatles song in it.
The royalties are fat. Now, see, this is more what I would have predicted. Just more. We don't care.
I wish there was one kid that was like, I was born in the wrong generation.
Exactly.
This is real music.
This is real music. Or really that response saying, really, like, this is just that new crap that you kids listen to. This is terrible.
That's true. They'd be like, I remember in my day, we listened to Future.
We listened to no, more like it's like it's no Rolling Stones. I remember the Stones back in the day. The songs you kids write today suck. This Let It Be crap.
I remember when we had real music like the Four Seasons.
Exactly. Real music like Frankie Valli. I remember that real music, not this Let It Be crap.
This garbage. If somebody asked him his influences, what would he have to say?
Now, wait a second. He's like,
Yeah.
I know the songs are strong, but they're not hitting. Now he's realizing I have to iron my shirt. I have to actually wear some clothes and put on some deodorant when I get out of bed.
He said, perhaps I should at least test out a comb. That's true. Wow. They're giving him variety in outfits, but they all have one commonality. He sat on them all night.
Yeah, exactly.
He slept in these shirts.
He just doesn't own a dresser at home. So all of his clothes just go into a pile.
He's got a chair for them.
Train.
Boy, if I can't relate to this. This guy,
He gets it.
don't tell me he wasn't influenced by the Beatles.
Yeah.
Look at his hair.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, so they're gonna ship off the MP3 to like whatever.
Also, I feel
One
like this guy's just recording him just to like get his girlfriend in the studio. I think he's got a crush on his girlfriend.
He for sure.
There's like a bit of a triangle going on here, I think.
So is she or is he the Yoko?
I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah, he's the Yoko
He
of,
might be the Yoko.
of him.
Yeah.
But after they start dating, will he just break up with himself?
That's well, they're
Wait, time out.
forming
is
a little
is
bit.
that a
of it.
thing? Is that a way to get like really good hand claps in the studio? You wear like dish gloves?
Do you think there's some sound recorder out there going, finally a movie that portrayed clapping accurately? I'm tired of seeing these skin on skin claps.
Well, I know that there's like there are loads of stories and tons of lore about the crazy shit the Beatles used to do in the studio, trying to like get things to sound a certain way.
Yeah.
And maybe the Rubber Gloves have a story behind them or something. I mean, I know the Beatles, when they were experimenting with some sounds in the studio to try to get something to sound like it's underwater, they went as far as to put a microphone like in a condom or something and submerged it in water. Of course,
Wow.
It didn't sound like anything.
This guy doesn't have the
like-
balls for that.
Yeah, he's probably not that bold of an experimental
Sure.
mind.
It's also interesting to me that given the opportunity, he did not alter the lyric, "She was just 17."
That's true.
This is today's day and age, my guy.
And look at that. We were just talking about album art earlier. And that album art sucks. That's literally just like Helvetica
Garbage.
on a terrible black and white picture. So, while he is bringing the songs back, like, please, could we have somebody on who has like a bit of an eye?
Yeah,
for
this
some
guy is
quality visuals.
Hitting us with that MS Paint. You know?
Exactly.
You remember the story that came out a little bit ago about the time that the Beatles masturbated in the dark together? You remember that piece?
I vaguely.
It was all the rage
Yeah.
in the news cycle. I would say a year ago. I'm sure he's already done that just with all the members of his band, which is just him. He's on his way.
She's just so blown away by every single song that he rips off, and
Oh, I hate that this is pre-written. God, can you imagine being a TV host and just dissing some guy who brought his song on?
yeah.
Wait, so has he told her that he's writing songs that
He has not explicitly
because he just
explained it, because I think
he just
maybe
alluded to it?
he did. I don't know if he wants her to think he's crazy. Maybe he's going to say it now. I'm stealing these songs.
They're from the Beatles. Who?
These songs.
The Beatles. Who?
Yeah. Of course. Anytime you want anything to be explained or played in this movie, it's
No.
Ed Sheeran.
No.
Ed Sheeran, I'm a musician. Oh, what?
I couldn't tell based on the last album, Ed.
I would hang up too.
Yeah.
Did you just hang up?
If you got a call from Ed Sheeran, would you assume
Hang
that
up.
you would
Just put it on. I would press that button on my iPhone that's like just like an automatic message response. It's like BRB or
screen him.
call you back later. Just put it to voicemail. Put Ed Sheeran straight to voicemail.
Damn. Even if it really was him.
Because all that's going to happen is Ed Sheeran is going to just like start hitting you up, start ghostwriting for him, and then he's going to steal the songs, and then you will just be, up shit creek.
Can you imagine if it came out that Ed Sheeran's new hit single was ghostwritten by you?
Career over. His career's over. My career starts.
You've traded places.
Yeah, exactly.
He gives you a 6.
Ed Sheeran is like, I just really loved your wrinkly shirt on the news broadcast. I too am a fan of wrinkly clothing.
That is true. That is his vibe.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's his vibe. That's absolutely his vibe.
Oh no.
His shirt is inside out and backwards.
Cursed frame. I hate the fact that they sized him up so small in the frame. Ed Sheeran goes, I'll give you $100 to take that shirt off you, my man. Oh, would you look at that? Kind of jacked. Okay.
Yeah, a little jacked.
Wow, they really got Ed Sheeran in the movie.
Yeah, they really did. But what else is he doing? Certainly not writing. I mean, you can't be spending too much time writing some of the songs that he puts out, honestly.
You think when he and Drake hang out, they ever go, "Hey, let's write a song," and then they just burst into laughter?
Yeah, exactly. They just burst into laughter. They just call up their voice. They just call up their ghostwriters. Let's write a track. Yeah, you call Quentin. I'll call my guy, and they'll write the song for us. And we'll just chill.
Like, you'll get on it. I like to imagine Drake in like a dark, sticky room, just like slapping him on the head, like, "Keep writing. You're gonna get me booed again."
Do you know where the pickle is?
What's that supposed to mean, my guy?
I don't know.
So this is a scenario playing out where Ed Sheeran is also capitalizing on the Beatles not existing, which is sort of what he's doing anyway.
So Ed Sheeran just wants him to like open up for him. Is that the sense that I'm getting here? You're Ed
Yeah.
Sheeran, you know.
He's part of Ed Sheeran's entourage now. Imagine the sequel.
And that's the thing. Like, Ed Sheeran doesn't have an entourage. Are we really to believe that Ed Sheeran just like literally travels alone everywhere and just like would show up at some dude's like at dude's house like 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock at night with nobody around him?
I'll give you this. Though I don't believe it would happen, Ed Sheeran looks like it would happen.
It's true.
If I didn't know Ed Sheeran, I would have said, why didn't they cast an actual pop star?
Exactly. If I saw Ed Sheeran, just like Lady Gaga, if I saw Ed Sheeran like dressed up, I'd just be like, "Hey, can I get some more breadsticks at the table, please? Like, can I get another bowl of my endless salad that I ordered, please? Thank you.
Hey, I think you forgot to heat up my lasagna.
Excuse me,
Thanks very
garçon.
much.
Can I have a refill on my Diet Coke? Thank you."
Can I get the cheese grinder again? So Ed Sheeran, I'm sure, wishes, like, why can't I wake up in a world where Marvin Gaye doesn't exist?
Yeah, exactly. Or TLC.
TLC.
And then I can steal the No Scrubs melody and just make it Shape of You.
That would have been badass if that was the actual movie and it was just a diss on Ed. Who has enough beef with Ed Sheeran to make a whole movie?
I'm sure we're just building up to that. The big Ed insult. They just had to shoot all of these scenes with him first, just to pressure him. Oh, there we go. Shape of You.
So it is funny that in a movie about ripping off other tracks,
There's Ed's entourage.
here we go. Yeah.
There's Ed's wrinkly shirt gang.
Let me get a good look at the wrinkles. Ed and the Wrinkles.
Oh, dude, that's his band. Ed Sheeran and the Wrinkles.
When you steam him, that's his kryptonite. He bursts into flames. Wow, Ed Sheeran really is going to be in this movie, huh?
Yeah. Like, so did he just see him on the TV and was just like, I need this guy to open up for me and that's it?
I'm amazed that they are acknowledging this.
Whoa, bars.
Oh, man. He wrote that.
Yeah.
You just saw him write it.
This is about to turn into a rap battle on this private jet rap battle. There's nothing more street than a private jet rap battle.
Gonna be nice if I say it twice. Oh, the whole entourage, the Wrinkles. Oh, and it's Matt Minkley, bruv.
He keeps asking for Coke. Why does Coke depend on the existence of the Beatles? Maybe this is like some weird obscure thing that I'm ignorant toward. But he keeps asking for Coke, and Coke is just not a thing.
They're putting Pepsi in the movie like a hip hop music video puts a Beats pill.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. No, I agree. That's probably where it's coming from. I'm just wondering how much Pepsi needed to pay this film to be like, eliminate Coke.
Can you imagine if this was filled with just like B tier brands that were like, yeah, what if we woke up and Swiffer didn't exist? It's finally time for Dyson to shine.
Now, what's funny here is that he's just literally playing these frickin' songs
And they
in
know
Moscow in front of thousands of people, totally by himself. Like, you don't want to give this guy a bass player or a drummer. Like, I guess it kind of makes sense to have Ed Sheeran there because that's kind of what he does. He just goes up on stage with just a guitar and everything. But these songs aren't really meant for that context.
No, not at all. And if it wasn't for the sounds they're mixing in of people clapping, this would sound really awkward.
Also, it's like the USSR, like that's the regime our parents suffered.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
You're triggering us.
Honestly, without the Beatles,
bring back so many bad memories.
Did the USSR even exist?
Yeah, exactly. The USSR would have fallen earlier had the Beatles not written back in the USSR. Because they were about to topple, but then once the Beatles dropped that song, it gave the USSR so much more clout, you know? Then all of a sudden it's just like they're clout chasing, they're clout demons, and it just extended the
They're
life.
the TikTok stars.
Exactly.
He thinks he's a massive hipster.
Yeah.
God, there's the Pepsi again.
All that Pepsi placement.
Whoa.
You know what's funny? Wait.
What?
Oh boy, a real song off. This is
battle
This is what real songwriters do.
Yeah. Here's what's going to happen. Jack is going to go out and consult his list of notes about the Beatles.
Yeah.
Ed Sheeran is going to go out and put on some TLC, and they're both going to come back with songs we already know.
Listen, this is actually what's going on in this film. I'm gonna spoil it. Or this is where I would like the film to go now. This is my new fantasy. Ed Sheeran is the only other person on the planet, or maybe it's even that man who's sad and standing there in the crowd.
Oh.
The only other man on the planet who knows the Beatles existed at one point.
Oh.
So now that's why Ed says,
Okay.
like, so it's funny you said about the USSR.
Yeah.
That was around before you were even born. So
That's a great point.
so it's either going to be Ed or that sad guy standing in the crowd.
Whoa. Why am I seeing this? I want to see a scene where Ed takes Jack by the shirt collar and says, "Who's Jude?" It's okay.
Ooh, wow, that was an amazing song, but not really. That was just some weird.
And now, oh man.
Oh boy. Now, like, I like that the film implicitly tells you Ed Sheeran's songs suck in comparison to this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
So here's a sucky song
That is
from a very mediocre songwriter that is popular for some reason. And we're going to set it against an actually good song.
That's a really good point. They're telling you Ed Sheeran's song was nothing to write home about. Did Kate McKinnon just walk in? Am I looking at that wrong?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh my God.
like-
Look at his sad otter face.
He's like, we know your song sucks in comparison to this. You just said some shit about penguins, you loser.
He should have rapped. The renditions are nice, I would say.
Yeah, they're fine.
Yeah.
I'm glad that they're no longer being interrupted. I wish the Ed Sheeran song was interrupted. I don't know why every song so far has been interrupted to death, but not that Ed song.
There's no time to interrupt Ed Sheeran's song. His song was like 45 seconds long.
So is this Russian Google?
This Bing.
So what does this sad Russian Googler know that we don't know? Why are we focusing on this man? Yesterday She Loves You. He's looking up his album, Jack Malik. Really terrible album cover again. Would not get any traction whatsoever. Bad marketing.
No SEO on that.
Wrinkle the fuck. Iron the fucking shirt. Get a fucking graphic designer.
I'm telling you, if he irons his shirt, he's done.
He's done.
It's all he has.
It's his appeal at this point.
Yeah.
Ed's like, wow, my song sucks.
God damn. I wonder if they actually made Ed Sheeran write that song.
Ed's like, one more round. I'm going to go write a better song.
Oh, Ed Sheeran knows. I think you're right, dude. Oh my God. Forget implicitly. That would be so embarrassing to see that.
Now, the thing is that he didn't play like the whole song. What Ed needs to start doing is start singing the rest of the song and be like, I know, bitch.
Yeah.
I know.
I want I want him during it to, like, you just see him very close up, and during the horn section he goes ba ba, and we go, oh
There's Kate McKinnon.
wow, that really was her, huh?
I'm going to fire Ed, and we're going to replace him with you.
You are the new Ed Sheeran.
You're the new Ed Sheeran. You're Ted Sheeran.
Jed Sheeran. Please clap. My friend's uncle manages Kate McKinnon, and he had her like her Emmy, I think, at his house. And my friend kept telling me, "You got to come over and see the Emmy." I went over, no Emmy. She took the Emmy back.
I've held an Emmy once.
Have you?
Yeah, a friend of mine from college was a part of a team that works at ESPN, and they got an Emmy for some of their coverage. So he brought the Emmy over to the campus when I was there.
Whoa.
I got to see a real Emmy.
That's a flex.
Yeah.
You go back home with your Emmy.
Yeah, exactly.
What are you up to?
I know, it's like, well, it was like kind of a post-college thing, and I'm like, yeah, I got a YouTube channel with 2 million subscribers. You know what?
What? You're
He's
feeling
like,
pretty
well,
hot.
I got an Emmy. You know, it's like, fuck.
God, never mind.
I'd trade that shit in a heartbeat. Fuck YouTube. Just give me the Emmy.
If you melted down all your subscribers, they wouldn't make an Emmy.
Exactly. Exactly.
If you liquidated.
It would just be nothing but just like burnt blood and guts and bone and hair, you know?
That's not something to win.
Exactly.
Give that away.
Can't make an Emmy out of
That
that.
suck.
She's like, what?
Oh, she's trashed.
Oh, she's unhappy.
Oh, look at that.
I don't understand. You're becoming a world famous rock star right now. Why didn't she just come with you?
Oh.
Is she being friend zoned right now?
No, she's being manager zoned. She's
manager zoned.
roadie zoned.
Damn.
You know when you think that a girl's gonna hit it,
Well,
and then
that's-
all of a sudden she tells you, "All you are to me is cable management."
Well, also, you know, what's crazy is she must know internally that like a great deal of these songs are love songs, and that like literally none of the songs are about her. So you'd figure every once in a while he'd work an original in there. You know what I mean? Just
That's
be
what
like,
I'm saying. Put Dinosaur in.
Yeah, exactly.
He worked so hard on Dinosaur.
Just work an
in
original in
there.
there. You know, she's like looking at the post. She's like, "Who is sexy Sadie? And why do you think she's so sexy?" Or you know, just like
Who's Sadie? I looked in your phone.
exactly. And you know, why not just like switch a name out or two? You know what I mean? Just like, you know, sing about, just slip her name in there.
I guess that, or the fact that he didn't change 17 out, means
Yeah.
that he thinks if he changes anything,
He's a purist.
yeah,
He's a purist for a thing that just isn't even real in his
a
reality.
Beatles purist.
Yeah.
yeah, and no one would even call him out.
Yeah, exactly. Except Ed Sheeran's going to, because he knows.
Ed Sheeran is the smartest man on earth.
Because he knows all the songs, but he has not performed or recorded all of them yet.
Yeah.
So Ed Sheeran's going to start just like, you know, he's going to do Come Together before he does. And then it's going to be a race to see who can put out the most of the Beatles discography in the shortest amount of
And
time.
Ed Sheeran is going to put out Helter Skelter, but the world's not ready for it.
Another thing. Holy shit. Holy fucking shit.
Hit me.
Helter Skelter inspired the Manson murders.
Oh,
So
no.
there'd be no Charles Manson.
Ed Sheeran's going to be responsible.
Exactly. Ed Sheeran's going to be responsible for inspiring Charles, because Charles Manson is dead now. So now's a safe time to put it out.
Because you remember the Beach Boys' involvement.
Yeah.
Who's going to be the new Dennis Wilson when the new Manson murders happen?
No idea.
Liam Payne? Who's going to get involved?
But yeah, that's another crazy thing. The Manson murders never would have happened.
That's a great point.
Yeah.
A eureka moment.
A big fucking eureka moment that I wish this fucking movie would address. You should have Googled Charles Manson instead of Childish Gambino. But instead, he fucking Googled Childish Gambino.
He typed in CH and you and I perked up.
Will it be Charles Manson? No, Childish Gambino. What? You know,
God, this movie could have gone in so many really interesting directions.
could have.
Imagine if it just went off the rails.
You know what's funny? That was in the original cut of the film, but then they're like, no, that's too edgy.
The director's
You know,
cut.
we already shot the CH though. It's like just transition it into Childish
They
Gambino.
had to recreate the computer screen in CG
Yeah, exactly.
to write Childish Gambino.
Yeah, and then just start throwing pictures of Donald Glover in there.
That totally makes sense as to why he's in there. Why else would they have picked him?
Yeah, I love that Kate McKinnon has done. She's such a great character actress because
She's
she
amazing.
really looks like a six-figure record executive who might have a little bit of a heroin problem right now, just like a dash of a heroin problem. You know, just a little bit of an opiate issue.
It seems like she probably says she doesn't have a problem and
Yeah.
that she could quit anytime. That's
Exactly.
the level she's at.
But every time she does it, she's in the bathroom by herself when nobody can know. It's her dirty little secret. It's great. Well, actually, no. I said heroin. It's more of a Xan thing. It's more of a Xan issue.
Without the Beatles, would Lil Xan exist?
That's true. That's true.
Heavily Beatles inspired.
And they said Neutral Milk Hotel earlier, but like all of that whole Elephant Six scene may have not existed either. So still kind of silly, but whatever.
Yeah, give me a break.
Okay, here we go. And still again, has to gently weep more.
Oh my God.
Finally, another musician coming on here to help him make these songs not sound shit.
The issue this whole time has been that I'm playing the songs by myself with little to no accompaniment.
Exactly.
By the way, that rendition of Here Comes the Sun sucked.
Yeah, that kind of sucks. The
claps?
the end of that kind of sucked.
That sucked. Yeah. And that's one of my favorite songs ever. That's the one to not mess up. What was the Beatles' biggest upbeat hit?
Well, one of the more upbeat tracks, in my opinion, which was super early on in their career, which wasn't even an original, was when
Twist and Shout?
Twist and Shout, exactly.
Yeah.
Which, what do you even do with that track in this scenario?
That's
do
gotta
you-
already exist.
Do you
But he could
decide
do the remix.
Yeah, exactly. Would you just decide to cover it just because they covered it?
I think you have to because it's kind of like if they wiped out Johnny Cash, you're doing Hurt.
Yeah. You have to.
Whoa.
Huh?
Whoa. What? Okay, what actually is the logic to any of this now?
I have no idea.
So there's a similar movie from the perspective of a cigarette executive. And then at one point he looks up the Beatles and he's like, oh, they don't exist either. That's weird.
I'm just imagining like no way could the universe just revolve around this one guy's experience. Somewhere there is a guy who woke up and cigarettes just don't exist and he used to be a cigarette billionaire and he's just like Googling cigarette and just freaking out. And now he's starting to take tobacco and like drying it up and adding horrible carcinogenic chemicals to it and getting people addicted to them, you know, and he's on the same trajectory this guy is. And he's like, you know, on the street right now with a cart going cigarette, ringing a bell. And people are vaping. And he's
I was
starting
going to say, because of the technology we have now, e-cigarettes are probably going to happen a lot sooner.
Yeah.
So that back and forth is happening, which
it's happening in reverse. He's turning people onto cigarettes after e-cigarettes are already a thing.
Oh.
So he's like, here, try this real
he goes,
smoke it.
I know
This
you
is
guys
real
know
smoke.
e-cigarettes. What I have for you today is cigarettes.
So what is this montage here? He's just seeing the YouTube views like blow up on people are singing all the songs on
This
TikTok.
is literally a scene from the Emoji Movie. Have you seen it?
I knew he was a star.
Oh yeah. I gotta say, the Emoji Movie has one scene in it that actually made me tear up.
The Warehouse Tapes.
Wow. They haven't dealt with the ethical issue yet, which I I guess there isn't one because they don't exist. In fact, more than likely,
Eleanor Rigby, is that the last song he hasn't recorded yet?
Well, I see some other stickers.
Yeah.
But those are like in a different column, it seems.
Oh, don't put it like that.
This rendition. Okay. No, he knows. He knows.
Is he trying to recall it?
Well, he's got to remember that it wasn't like a dum dum dum. I feel like if he doesn't get it perfectly right, it's still gonna hit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like-
not every lyric needs to be perfect.
You've said that "Pass Me By" is not your favorite.
Yeah.
but it's still so widely known because it's a Beatles song.
Yeah.
So if this guy has a million hits and then he releases like one shittier one,
Yeah, exactly.
it's gonna be a hit.
Release the suckier songs after.
Yeah.
After your popularity is already established.
I gotta say this is the best character. Kay McKinnon is knocking it out of the park.
Yeah.
And I don't say that just because of the personal connection I have to her Emmy.
Yeah. But also because the level of talent separating her and everybody else in this film is so vast. It's about the size of the ocean separating the Americas from the UK.
It's the pond.
Yeah, it's the pond itself.
Oh my God. Are we going to watch him go on James Corden? He's going to play, what is it? Spill Your Guts or Fill Your Guts with Jimmy.
I can't wait until there needs to be a segment in this film where he just does carpool karaoke because
oh my
of the
God. If they don't do that, they fucked up. I'm telling you right now, if I don't see Jack do and by the way, you forgot who you are. Bring the wrinkled shirts back. Now
Exactly.
I'm sad.
And
to see
and now it's Beatles mania all over again.
Yep. Now the answer is the cutest Beatle is Jack.
Just him. He's the one guy. No more competition. Strawberry Fields.
Strawberry Field.
He needs to go there to get inspiration to steal the song.
Oh, but it's no more.
Oh, it's gone. Yeah, that's right. They maintained it after the song about it.
I would love if all of a sudden this movie was just about deforestation.
Yeah, I know exactly. I wish John wrote a fucking song about the Amazon right now, because now it's just
Word.
burning down.
He was not forward thinking. He did not see that one coming. Idiot.
God, I wish the Beatles wrote songs about polar bears or rhinoceroses or elephants.
My favorite Beatles song is
Wait, I think I might have I'm thinking I might have some bars about elephants. I know they have the song about the walrus. The walrus is fine. The walrus is doing pretty good from what I understand.
I've never heard about the walrus having trouble.
Yeah.
Although now I know that all the comments are going to be like, actually, the walruses are endangered.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. My favorite Beatles song is actually Hillary Will Lose 2016. It's a shame he hasn't covered that one.
So many interruptions.
Who is it?
Is it Ed Sheeran?
Oh, okay. It's our girl.
It's the love interest.
Yeah. Okay.
Why wasn't she there in the first place? I don't get it. You're becoming a...
Did you hear that? I was just passing by. You don't think? Don't passing by.
Don't pass me by.
Don't pass.
That's going
me.
to be the one. He's going to take the suckiest song and present it as a song about her.
He's
Like,
just
I
taking
wrote this
phrases.
one for you, the suckiest one.
He go, yeah. For you, I wrote Octopus's Garden. She's like, oh, okay. Thanks. No hate towards Octopus's Garden.
That's a good one.
No hate. So I guess is the problem here that he's forgetting how the original Beatles songs went?
I think the film is basically building up Eleanor Rigby to kind of be like this blowout moment or something.
No way.
Because he's taking way longer to remember the lyrics of this song.
Dude, there's
than
no
he is
way
any other song.
Eleanor Rigby is his major hit.
I think they're going to build up to that and probably Hey Jude or something.
Yeah. Hey Jude, he hasn't done something yet. He hasn't done Blackbird.
I don't know
Rigby's
how
not
big of a
gonna
deal
win.
they're going to make of Blackbird or something. Both of those are great songs, but
I guess they've already done too many slow ones.
yeah.
It's interesting that he hasn't dipped into the older catalog at all. He's
at
not
all.
doing.
Yesterday is as far back as like
Yeah.
it seems to have gone.
All the other songs still exist.
Well, no, there was another track. I think the track he was playing in front of the kids at the kids party was pretty early. I want to hear him play "Help." Help! Think I need someone.
Dude, oh my
Help.
God. The other day I watched the movie
Yeah.
for the first time.
Where's A Hard Day's Night? Where's that as well?
Where's that one? Movie was weird as shit.
Yeah, the Beatles movies back in the day were weird. They were kind of funny. You know, they're just kind of silly promotional kind of films.
It definitely was apparent that they were not even present mentally for those. This
You
is
say goodbye, I say hello.
Yeah, they keep flirting with these titles,
Yeah.
but they're not really giving it to me.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, go back up. Uh-huh. I like that. It is insane to me that this man directed Train Spotting.
How the mighty have fallen.
The Social Network.
Yeah,
One of the best films of the decade. And now Yesterday?
and now Yesterday.
Okay. Sure. It's kind of like I'll look up Francis Ford Coppola's filmography and be like, he made a movie last year. I thought when it panned back up that they would have less on than just no shoes. They really just fast forwarded 2 minutes.
Yeah, and they don't even seem that much drunker than they were before they drank all the alcohol.
No way.
They just seem sober but also sad now.
Yeah.
Personally, I don't get what. I mean, I'm sure we're about to see the seal broken now, but I don't really get what is blocking this love interest from.
This love is not forbidden.
Yeah, like there's really nothing stopping them from.
He doesn't already have.
You touched my bottom. I'm gonna write a song about it. Is he just really shy? Does he just not know how to make a move? Has that been?
That's the only conflict I can think of because he doesn't have any other love interest. She's not halting his career in any way.
Yeah,
Literally, all she wants to do, it looks like, is snog.
exactly. What a
for
fucking down ass bitch. Because like she was with this guy before his songs were good. Before he would even touch her with his hands.
Yeah.
Before he had his teeth fucking fixed.
She
Oh my
stuck
God.
with him through the shitty teeth. Oh. Perhaps not so down.
Yeah.
Whoa.
She just realized she's not into it.
Aside from her just, I guess, not being into it, I don't know what the conflict here is. I don't even know this is a one-night stand. They already know
Wait, maybe it
Yeah.
wouldn't be what I said. Well, what is stopping her from coming along? Just come with me. What do you do?
What's her job?
I'm sorry. Are you running like a Fortune 500 company in the UK right now? Like, just come with me. I'm literally a multi-millionaire rock star.
I could support. You just be in the
jet setting
entourage.
around the world. Just come along.
I used to work at Complex. I was an intern, and like rappers would come in, and they just have like 30 guys.
30
with them,
guys.
who I'm certain do not have jobs. She could be one of those guys.
Yeah.
Who is this?
Steal that
Whoa.
song.
This woman knows what's up.
Yeah.
Wait. Oh, this is literally what I've wanted this whole time. Can we spend more time with that storyline?
Yeah.
Wait. So
That
other
was
people.
was that her?
That means that woman remembers the Beatles.
Yeah.
Which means that she knows this guy's a fraud and he knows she's a fraud. These are the storylines I want. Give me the plot. Yo, how could you let a girl named Ellie Appleton go? That's the purest, most wholesome name.
Yeah, it is. So and he goes back to that memory. I'm wondering what is his realization as a result of that. Is he just trying to stop her from going because he wants to confess his love or something? Or like...
Who could say? I like this
Good
friend
plan,
guy.
guys. This dude cannot. He is so hungover. He cannot run.
No way. I feel like they cast this friend guy because Keegan-Michael Key was not available.
Mm. He's so hungover.
Damn, it's such a mistake to let Ellie Appleton go, man. That was the OG. That's wife material. Yeah. Oh, come on. Too cute.
Too cute.
Dude, the things this man will do to grab a bottom. He is all of us. He is all of us.
He's all of us. Annoyed with the progression of this.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this film hasn't really. I feel like she's a mix of just like sad, but also frustratedly horny right now. She's just like, I didn't get any, so now I'm just like really pissed about it.
Bro, after that bottom scene, so am I.
Yeah.
I know what I want from this movie.
You've had 20 years to make your move. What a sad existence.
God.
I waited for the kid who was playing Wonderwall on the stage at school for 20 years.
20 years. I say again, ladies, is this
Wait, what?
your
Please
man?
rewind this. I need to.
What did you
rewind
say?
for 1 second? They were talking about. I need to know the context of the brother sister sex line that they were just saying.
Oh my God.
That is a necessity.
It's going to knock off the sync, but after this is over, we'll go back.
Okay.
Let me see what timestamp this is. 107.
107.10.
Around there. Okay, we are gonna figure out what that incest line was. Okay. That's
Okay.
all the respect in the world for teachers, but that's a job that she could quit.
Yeah, it is.
You know?
And honestly, there are schools everywhere.
Yeah. Yes.
Is she talking
Yeah.
like that's the I'm a school teacher at the only school in the world. What you don't understand is that after the Beatles disappeared, there's only one school.
So did all the schools.
So it's all the schools.
The one building remembers schools. Oh. This is a solvable problem. And can someone please open up the grape juice?
Mm-hmm. Exactly. I'm getting thirsty looking at it. Just take a swig.
Please. Humor me with this question.
Mm.
Do you ever feel like, do British people really exist?
Mm.
You know what I mean?
I've seen no proof of it personally.
No.
Why is this a one or the other type situation?
Bring
Just
her to James Corden.
come along.
Yeah.
Just come with, like, you could literally be a teacher anywhere.
Also, like, it would be insane for her to ask him not to do James Corden, not to do Carpool Karaoke, beloved television and YouTube series, just so that what, they can touch bottoms? Mm-hmm. No way.
I just don't get it.
I don't
Why
buy
we
it.
have to do one or the other.
I don't buy it.
It's not like she's having to give up being I don't know. Just
The students have papers due.
yeah, I have to grade papers.
I have to grade them.
Like
I can't grade them on the road. Air quotes. I cannot wait for the James Corden scene. I know they're going to give us something good.
I mean, look, if I woke up tomorrow and my wife became a rock star, I could do YouTube anywhere. You know, I wouldn't
Yeah.
say to my wife, "I'm sorry, honey, I'm a YouTuber. I'm a YouTuber.
I've got YouTube.
I've got YouTube to do. We have to divorce. I have YouTube. You go off and be a rock star, please."
How many men have left their woman to follow YouTube dreams? Probably too many, right?
Probably too many, honestly. Really too many. And it's not even worth it.
No way.
It's not even worth it. And you can
We don't
make it
have
work.
Emmys?
We don't. And you could literally do YouTube anywhere.
Yeah.
We're doing YouTube anywhere right now.
We are.
We are in the least relevant place in America at the moment,
Yeah.
right now, and we're doing YouTube.
Where, let me tell you, I slept in this Airbnb last night. Spooky.
Spooky.
I'm in here all by myself.
Haunted.
It's kind of big. Kind of scary. And there's like sounds in the walls. That's what I did for
Yeah.
YouTube.
That's Connecticut. It's haunted over here. There's lots of Connecticut haunted stories.
I'm one of them. After this, you'll find that I never existed. And you watched Yesterday Alone.
After this, you'll find that there's like ghost recordings on the audio tapes.
Paul is dead. Paul never existed.
Yeah, when you play it in reverse.
Okay, we're finally addressing cover art gate.
Yeah.
Wait, why isn't he walking through Abbey Road?
Yeah, it's just,
Why isn't he
it's just a
walking?
picture of the road.
Okay. Whatever these people came up with is probably right.
No steals. Screw Cardi B.
I will say
Screw Bieber.
it is legitimately surreal to hear Cardi B said in a British accent. Cardi B.
Jack, one man only.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's crushing him.
Okay.
The stolen valor.
Jack featuring Cardi B would be lit, though.
What? What?
Is this kind of like the Flower Boy cover? No, or is it the Igor cover that says like, I wrote all these songs?
Produced, arranged,
Yeah.
composed. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the Igor. Thursday Night Live.
Whoa. Saturday's got eliminated? I don't believe
Saturday
it.
just doesn't have the significance that
No.
it had.
Without the Beatles?
Without the Beatles, unions, when they were striking for days off, they didn't ask for Saturday, Sunday. They asked for Thursday, Sunday. Break up those
Yeah.
days off throughout the week.
I like that. Okay, we're finally getting the Corden scene.
Yep.
He looks like he's going nuts.
How would he even release all of these? Is he just going to record every single Beatles song all at once and put it on just like a 10-disc album?
Yeah, wait, is he was clearly intending on releasing Abbey Road as Abbey Road.
Yeah.
There's no way he remembers the track list order. Whoa. James Corden does not grill guests like this.
No, it's true.
He remembers? Oh my God. Does James Corden remember? Whoa. I gotta say, Jimmy here does not have the balls to do this on his show. If Paul and Ringo cameo, I am going to shit myself. Whoa, no. Oh, is this a dream?
It's got to be a dream.
No. There's no way, dude. This is a dream. Yeah.
Also,
There's no way Paul didn't wear shoes to the studio.
number one. Number two, if the Beatles never happened, John would be alive.
Yes.
Yeah.
What
John got
really
killed.
is going on here?
I don't know.
Surprise Ed Sheeran is surreal. So that was for sure a dream sequence. There's no way that bendy effect, that iMovie effect.
Yeah, that's not IRL. That's not what happens IRL.
You know what I hate about that is it means we're not going to get a real James Corden scene, which means our chance at watching carpool karaoke
Drop significantly.
Yeah.
Came to me as a song of comfort. There's no stories behind any of these songs.
No way.
I don't believe you.
Yeah, I love that. He is not drawn from any real life experiences. What name would it be today? I can say, please make it Hey Ed. Genius. Genius.
That's what makes Ed Sheeran the man he is today.
That's what makes him. That's it. I recently saw that Ed Sheeran and Stormzy have a song together, and Ed Sheeran raps on it. And you're not going to take that advice?
That's true. Duty, duty, duty.
He's rapped on tracks with Bruno Mars, my guy. I'm pregnant from when you touched my bottom. So is she going to be his manager again?
I'm leaving you.
Wow.
Saw it coming.
You nailed it. But they're not even together, so this is not news.
Yeah. So like what's
This is not news.
it's Gavin.
Who's Gavin?
Is the producer? She's
That
like,
stare was crazy. I would have
work
loved-
for me.
Oh my God. I wish that Gavin was Kate McKinnon. I need to see Gavin. I need to weigh my boys. Oh, that's Gavin? Oh, yeah. No, you're right. Gavin was the real Beatle. Anthony, you've nailed this movie. That was the best shot in the whole movie. That was it. You see, he's alienating his loved ones.
Exactly.
His former manager, sort of ex-girlfriend, seeing someone else. His parents, fuck him, we don't even know about him. This guy, get out of here. I have a feeling we're not going to get the crack cocaine storyline like I wanted.
No. I just don't I'm finding the believability of this. I just didn't know how to love her back. Like subplot just even less believable than this whole premise of the film itself.
Somehow they've managed to top themselves.
Like only both of them would only happen in the wildest, most insane fantasy world where everything's topsy-turvy.
I guess what the movie is telling us is that everyone may have forgotten about the Beatles, but he forgot how to love.
That's
and that
true.
could happen to you. Gorleston literally sounds like
The sound you make when you
that
puke.
Steve Carell from Despicable Me would say.
so many walks of life, just loving his music.
He's brought people together.
He's brought people
It's
together.
sort of like he has an obligation to do it.
Zoomers, boomers, doomers, Gen X, millennials, they're all there.
Even the greatest generation, even. He is fitted now. I wish they brought an Inside Out raggedy shirt and they said, we brought you this, your favorite shirt to play in. And he said, get that out of my fucking face.
Yeah. I just don't love our parents anymore. I'm separated from everybody.
Oh, wouldn't want to wrinkle it.
Can't touch anyone. Wouldn't want to touch anyone's
wrinkle.
bottom while I'm wearing the suit. Just mess up their day.
It's sort of touching her bottom that made her break up, and he doesn't want that to happen to his parents.
The sandwiches, son.
I know that's what my dad would be doing if I was a rock star. He'd be coming in the green room like, what's up?
Yeah, getting some sandwiches, getting some snacks. And he's just one man. Why does he need 10 tuna sandwiches?
That's it, right. Yeah,
It's
he has
just
no band.
It's sad that he doesn't have a band. He never got a band.
I mean, yeah. He has no accompaniment. Oh, man. There was a recent show I did where my dad came to my show, and there were snacks in the green room, and I didn't bring him any. What a fucking idiot I was. Just better have brought Gavin. I love her. I love her. They said, Kate, make sure to step right in the shadow.
Yeah.
We don't want to see your face.
Yeah, exactly. Just really immaculate lighting. It's just the film's so organic, you know?
The lighting screams did the best we could with what we had.
Yeah. Did the best we could with just the light coming through the window. And the lights on the back of the wall for whatever reason. This is basically like the electrician who worked this room is insane.
Lighting is my passion.
Lighting is my passion. I'm just going to put naked bulbs. The producer, man, I knew it.
Yeah.
The producer was there, and he literally invited him down to, I'm just going to say it, he invited him down to cuck him. He literally invited him to the studio to steal his girl. And now he's like, I'm a rock star, but you literally have the girlfriend that I wish I had. And now I'm just like, I'm fucking cucked.
Yo, you know what? We were saying earlier that Emmy guy won the reunion.
Yeah.
The cuck supersedes everything. You know? I don't care if
no matter
you're
how big of a rock star you are. When your childhood sweetheart, who you hadn't realized that you should have been dating for 20 years, walks out on you to date a 2-bit producer who makes music by the train tracks, that is ego crushing.
He couldn't even afford a studio more than 20 feet away from the train track. And he cucked you.
Mm-hmm.
That was the beard back?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, you should quit this whole music thing, loser.
It's not working out for you. Schools don't exist anymore.
Don't you dare go back to teaching. This is your dream. You're gonna be a rock star. So this is a flashback. So she's the one who destroyed their relationship.
I see.
She ruined it because the beard is back.
Oh yeah. No, you're absolutely right. She encouraged him.
She encouraged this horrible
said,
shit.
"Oh, you." People love when I don't understand what's happening because I was talking through it.
Just make sure to leave that in.
There's so many times when it'll be like I theorize that something's happening while it's literally being explained on screen.
Mm-hmm. You know, honestly, at this point, I would tell them really what's happening, because what is going to be a bigger, more attractive?
Oh. Is this a dream sequence again?
I don't know. He's a yellow
for sure it's a
submarine.
dream sequence. Or he's in hell or something.
I think this is maybe like an Inception type moment where reality is breaking, and he's like starting to
Could
see
be.
like
There's technically a sci-fi element to this movie.
there is. There's absolutely a sci-fi element to this. I mean, we can't just end with him being a normal rock star and having recorded the whole Beatles discography and he just lives a comfortable life.
This is too high concept for that. It's got to come back.
Yeah. Like the Beatles have to return, or his world needs to come crashing down.
I am insanely disappointed that Ringo and Paul did not cameo.
Yeah. Very sad about that. But I'm thinking, again, this is all going to be a Twilight Zone-ish progression where the whole point of it is for him to learn what really matters in life. Mm-hmm. His family, his significant other, what few people show up to his shows that actually may listen to him playing on stage. Those are the things that matter.
And I guess what this is telling us is next time you have the ability to steal the Beatles discography or insert favorite band,
Yeah.
maybe instead take a look at the people in your life. Can you steal their hearts?
Mm-hmm.
Is this supposed to be like the Beatles roof performance?
Yeah, I'm thinking that they're trying to call back to that.
Okay. Cool.
Although it's being done in a much nicer suit, seems less casual.
Uh-huh.
You know, when the Beatles were playing on the roof, it was a vibe. You know,
Serious vibe. Dude,
Serious
that's one of the
vibe.
sexiest videos I've ever seen in my life.
Whoa, we actually have backing musicians.
Unheard of.
Unheard of for Jack.
Honestly, not into it anymore. I think.
Yeah, I thought he was one man only.
he lost touch.
And now we're just getting crappy pop punk renditions of these songs.
Come on.
Hideous.
This is like the My Chemical Romance cover.
I know, exactly.
People love it though. You know, you give the people what they want.
It's no Black Parade. I'll say that.
No, it's not.
It's no Three Cheers.
Does that exist?
That person's just like live streaming it. It already has like 4 million views.
Already. Man, I really feel like,
There we go. Help me.
yeah, you've discovered the way more interesting version of this, which is that he does the trap remixes.
So has he rehearsed this song with all of them? Like we've sort of glossed over all of that.
Yeah, what are these session musicians that he's worked with in the studio?
Yeah,
It's seeming like he's stumbling into everything.
exactly.
Oh, you see this? When he's saying help me, he means it.
Oh yeah, it means something. And there's that guy from the Russian show.
Yeah. That guy's coming back.
I swear, like the sci-fi elements of this movie are coming together. You know, the eerier, more sci-fi elements, they're all arriving.
I never thought that I would see a terrifying horror sequence with James Corden. And now, boy, he's
Yeah,
gonna lose this shit.
just being in front of him without any of the weird visuals or anything is terrifying enough.
Watching the show is terrifying enough when a normal guest is on. Carpool Karaoke to me does feel dystopian.
It is definitely like a late stage capitalist example of entertainment.
For sure. It feels like every time
Downfall of society.
every time I see a show, I'm like, this seems like a clip that would play in an 80s movie about the future.
Just as when you read a history book, you know, you have all of the major things listed out of the reasons Rome fell. You know, back when they look on the dystopia that was America,
Yeah.
one of those indicators will be carpool karaoke. You know, they'll look back
I
at
have
the
no
history
doubt
books.
in my mind.
You know, it's like why didn't they see it coming? Carpool karaoke was a thing.
The new British invasion. The British finally got their revenge on America.
Okay, here they are. They're going to explain the whole thing. They know the Beatles exist and they want to know what's happening.
The little yellow submarine is definitely creeping me out. Okay. Is that it? Hmm. Oh, okay. I find that this movie, at every turn, given the opportunity to present conflicts, is, nah, we're cool. Oh, man. This is where he wakes up from the feverish nightmare. He's sweating.
Yeah.
Oh, you know Ringo watched this just stroking his own ego. That's right.
Are we sure? Because I mean, in this film, I haven't seen any references to the Iraq War, things like that. I have to assume that just hasn't occurred, you know, without the Beatles. Probably all that stuff just hasn't occurred.
I've heard no talk about the Cold War.
Or 9/11.
9/11 definitely didn't happen.
9/11 did not fucking happen.
It didn't
in its
happen.
Trajectory.
Yeah. TSA who?
Uh-oh.
A new groupie?
I don't know, but she passed him a note. She probably I don't know what they're going to do or what their motivation is. So they can't be the only two people on Earth.
No way. They're just
One
the only
English
two who
lady,
have found
one
each
English
other.
lady and one Russian guy.
Come on. Is that note going to be a lost in translation thing where fans are like, what did it say?
Yeah. I don't know. Meanwhile, there's one other person, or for whatever reason, like in let's say like Egypt, and they're still somehow living in the same timeline, but they don't even know what the hell the Beatles were.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't know. There's so many different like possible dimensional parallels here.
Has this opened up a multiverse?
Yeah,
Are we going to...
like a tear
Yeah.
in
Yesterday, enter the multiverse.
Mm-hmm.
I really do wonder where this goes from here.
Yeah, I don't know.
Seems like the movie could kind of
Well,
end right
it
here.
seems like she gave him an address, and now he's going to wherever that is. And it's literally just a shack where she's going to abduct him.
Is that...
Oh God, no! You've got to be kidding me.
You're shitting me. Whoa. What? Oh my God. First off, can't believe they booked John for this.
Yeah, exactly. He was so hard to get
Wow.
into the movie.
He was really their white whale.
Man, Paul must be pissed right now.
Yeah.
I'm
he's
literally
like,
alive.
I'm literally breathing.
I'm literally breathing. I literally could have been in this film.
Yeah. As we've established, he's been in great films before.
Mm-hmm.
Are we going to see Yoko?
I don't think so.
Has Yoko seen this movie? What does she think of all this?
We would not see Yoko. Yoko, after John moved to America, he like linked up with her in the weird New York art scene and everything. And I don't think there would have been any reason for John to be in New York.
You're right. Which means we lost that the beautiful John Lennon nude forever.
Yet.
This guy really does look like him. I'll give him that.
Yeah. They found a pretty decent lookalike.
How's your love life? So what are these two here to talk, like, wouldn't John just be like, who are you? Why are you in my cabin?
I agree. Can I give you a hug?
In this timeline, has John's history with domestic abuse been erased?
I wasn't going to say it. But you said it.
It's out there.
And it's out there.
There's no taking it back.
Maybe that's what they were alluding to, because he's talking about being a lonely guy.
That's probably for the best.
It's probably the best.
Yeah. Who would have thought the person to tell him would have been John Lennon himself?
Not anymore. I've met you.
So,
I'm fixed now.
Who is John Lennon? Just literally some guy.
A man of the sea, it seems. Just seems like he loves living by the ocean and doing his little drawings.
John Lennon is a guy living in a Wes Anderson world on the side of a cliff.
Wait, did Ed Sheeran literally have The Shape of You as his own ringtone on his phone? Mm-hmm. What an asshole.
I'm going to differ from you there, baller. That's a flex.
Just have your biggest song as your ringtone. Yeah, that's kind of boss.
That's kind of boss.
Ugh.
She definitely has.
He's back to the wrinkled shirt.
Yes,
he's getting back down to his roots.
I actually think that they are using that to say that he's rediscovered. That's for sure mise en scène.
Mm. And how long has it been since he was playing that show with that wrinkly ass shirt? The shirt has still not been ironed or cleaned or anything.
I would guess that after that show, he took the shirt off, put it in his chair. Mm. He just went back to the chair and got it. How big is he at this point? He seems like he's kind of Ed levels. Maybe not. You got to have someone like this on your team. This is important.
Again, at that press conference, I would just say, I stole all these songs from artists who are in a different timeline, in another dimension.
You would go for it that rapidly.
Just go that hard on it. Like people would love it.
I guess, like, imagine if, I don't know, like Ariana Grande was like, I stole these songs from someone in another timeline. Mm-hmm. She'd probably be even bigger, right?
Yeah. An old friend, which he says like in a very snarky way. He's like, I hate this guy for being better than me.
Yeah, I can hate this guy. He took my suggestion with, hey, dude, and I'll credit him for that.
And I also have a sneaking suspicion he stole all of his tracks because I don't believe him. I think he's a liar.
Because I am Ed Sheeran, the Watcher, visitor of all worlds. Whoa. That's a bad introduction. Mm. You know? If at a live show somebody said, and here he is, greatest entertainer ever to live, Anthony Fantano, that's a disappointed crowd.
Yeah. There we go.
Why?
That's weird.
Why not change it?
You know what I mean. Very perfect.
I do know what you mean, you fucking freak. Make it 18.
Yikes. Not a cute lyric in 2019.
Weird also that they pointed to a crowd and a girl popped up who, when he says, and she was just 17, that it's a bad look. I don't think you should combine those shots. Hmm.
What? Why? We've never been there.
I guess this is probably an even better set than the Beatles would have played, because he's only playing hits. The Beatles would have wanted to play the deep cuts. Mm. My man Jack is saying no. Singles only.
Singles only.
Yeah. I don't know if I like it with all this accompaniment.
This is a bad rendition.
Those horns sound pretty bad to me.
It's not a cute rendition.
But I guess they have nothing to compare it against.
Yeah.
In a world where just the songwriting alone is taking him to the charts,
Yep.
they don't care about the instrumentation.
Exactly. They don't know the proper version.
The backstage camera.
Now this is a God move because he's gonna do a cuck reversal.
Yeah.
Even though he knows that she's in a steady relationship right now.
Yeah.
Be like, I'm gonna put all sorts of public pressure on you
Oh, yeah.
to leave your current relationship and date me instead.
This is like when you propose on the Jumbotron.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, Gavin is fucked. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh my God. Gavin is done for, bro.
What I've done. I've touched her bum once.
Oh my God. This would be so awkward to witness.
Who?
Drop the alternate timeline. Insane that he's doing this all with the giant image of his woman behind. Look at her face.
Huh?
They're not already free.
Wait, the label owns the rights to the songs.
Yep. Number one, not his songs to give away. Number
Yeah.
two, we all know how to use LimeWire.
Yeah, exactly. The songs are already free.
I have YouTube to MP3 downloader.
People are just like, I just listened to it on Spotify for free.
Yeah, I didn't pay for that. Do you think that's why Chance gives his music away for free? Because he stole them from an alternate dimension?
Yeah, probably. He should have sent.
That explains the big day.
He should have sent the
finally
big day
decided-
back. he finally decided to write originals.
Yeah. His first original album.
and it's the big day. Oh God, ouch.
That's his dinosaur.
Well, now you've just destroyed your rock career, so not interested.
Yeah. What? Now you're unemployed.
And look at him.
Gavin is like, this puts me in a weird position.
Why does he look like that? I would be pissed.
Yeah.
What? Look, I'm dating with her now. You're the one who didn't say anything for 20 years.
Number one, she's with me now.
Yeah.
Number two, I produced your first song, bro.
Yeah, like total backstab, bro.
It's me. Why are you saying you stole all these songs? I produced them.
And also, it's like I produced you and nobody else would in my train station studio. I'm the reason you're even here.
Yeah. Yo, Jack sucks, man.
What a jerk. He just can't stop being a jerk.
You can't stop, bro.
Smack him.
He's got to get smacked. Oh, I'd be pissed about that too.
Yeah.
First off, you should have told me there's a backstage camera that's like 4K.
I feel like this shouldn't be news. Like he literally played yesterday in front of you guys, and you guys are like, "That's amazing.
Yeah.
When did you write that?" And he's like, "It's a Beatles song." They're like, "It's amazing. You wrote it. It's from the Beatles." Oh my God! I can't believe what a great songwriter you become.
Beatles.
It's from the Beatles, bro.
Whatever. I love that song. Yeah. Is that a real song or is that made up? Gavin, TBH, fuck you.
Aw, poor Gavin.
Yeah,
Gavin's getting a goodbye kiss on the cheek. Thank you, Gavin. Thank you what? Thank you for dating me for a second.
Thank you for touching my bottom.
Thank you for just like making sure someone was dating me
Yeah.
for
Thank you for
a couple of weeks.
filling that slot. Thanks for being my side piece while I found my rock star.
Yeah. Thanks for being my side piece while this guy found the balls to just like ask me out. Oh my God. I love her psycho face.
She's amazing. You're absolutely right. The leagues in which she is more creative than anybody else in this movie. I hate that we're listening to an Ed Sheeran song right now.
Yeah, it's actually like
Play a Beatles song.
play a Beatles song.
What the hell?
Why is the Beatles song not the montage?
I think that Ed Sheeran was like, I'll do the movie, but here's my contract. I need to have this new song at a pivotal point because it's going to be a hit. This Spend Forever With You song is going to be a hit.
They're gonna go into John Lennon's house and kill him and steal his house.
This boat is ours now.
they're unlocking the door to like, we have one more thing to make right. We have to kill John Lennon.
These round ass glasses are for us now. You and I definitely have glasses right now that seem like we killed John Lennon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, don't tell me that's. Oh, for a second I thought that was gonna be it. Don't say that.
Why?
Take that back, please.
Uh-huh.
You're saying
What?
you just Avada Kedavra that ass?
Why would everything go back to normal? You're world famous now. And you're a plagiarist. Like your reputation is destroyed.
And you just hit that ass with the Expelliarmus.
Yeah.
You feel me? Oh no. Is he about to write Harold Potter?
Yeah.
God damn. So this is not a world in which the Beatles didn't exist. It's a world that is incredibly different from ours.
Yeah. Today. Now it was yesterday. And now,
Now it's today.
yes. Obla di obla da.
Finally. How crazy is it that the Beatles created reggae?
I know, right?
Isn't that wild?
I mean, that song, it's okay to play this track because that song was stolen. I mean, not the song itself, but like, you know, basically ripping off reggae and ska back in the day.
It's most transparent when they say brah. Mm-hmm. Even as a kid, before I knew about any of this stuff, I was like, that's interesting. They're saying brah.
Yeah.
Yeah, is it ethical to steal the stolen songs? Is Twist and Shout good to go? Oh, he's living Obla Di Obla Da.
He's living Obla Di Obla Da.
You might have sang it, but I lived it.
So now that he's been exposed as a plagiarist, he's just basically playing school functions.
But I gotta tell you, his songs weren't hitting with kids earlier in the movie. I don't think they would be now either. Think kids give a fuck about Obla Di Obla Da?
I don't know.
But today?
There's the Helter Skelter slide.
Yeah.
That's
Look at
the
that.
slide that it's named after. And they're floss dancing.
They're flossing to Obla Di Obla Da. Pull out TikTok, my guy.
Now, I wish the Helter Skelter reference was the Charles Manson Googling. You know,
Yes.
not the slide itself.
Yeah. And now that so many things don't exist, like Charles Manson probably doesn't exist. I'm really in shock that the movie went so far as to show all the things that don't exist when it's unnecessary.
Yeah.
Who dat? I thought it was going to be like, these are the biggest Beatles fans, R.I.P. All right.
Well, there you go.
Yesterday. I would love to hear a rating for yesterday.
I as far as like large, broad scale critic takeaways, the love interest narrative was not explored that well. The things that would have been missing, how reality would have changed without the Beatles, was not explored adequately. I thought the Ed Sheeran inclusions were corny, terrible.
Yeah.
I thought that some of the renditions were okay. Some of them not so much. I thought that, I mean, the characters that they portrayed, the parents and the people who I guess sort of also knew about the Beatles, though that's not really explained. Like, again, how does this world work? And does it ever change? Does it go back or anything? Like,
what are the mechanics?
What are the mechanics? You know, I mean, for sure, we've seen or heard stories like this before, and the protagonist sees the world change back to normal after they've learned their lesson, and they've sort of, you know, gained an understanding. You know, like look, you know, for example, at like you know, the whole story of Scrooge and Three Ghosts of Christmas, and you know, his whole world is turned upside down until he learns the true meaning of Christmas and the value of treating others well.
Yes.
I feel like he's just still stuck in the same shitty world after having learned his lesson.
In Back to the Future, he doesn't stay in the past with no mom.
Exactly.
He doesn't make out with his mom.
Exactly.
Come on. Oh, we gotta go back to 107.10,
yeah,
was it?
No, we definitely do have to go back to that.
Yeah. Let's
we definitely
check
do
this
have
out
to go
now.
back to that.
Oh, wow. I skipped right to it. That was amazing.
You did.
Okay. Oh, whoa.
Yeah,
we just heard.
Go back.
Okay. For any
This is some weird.
for anyone
dialogue.
listening along,
Keep going.
we'll keep you
Okay.
up.
All right.
Right
here.
about here's okay.
Right here.
106.12.
Yeah.
and
This
play.
combo's too weird.
Mm-hmm.
Putting him on blast.
Put him on blast. Here we go. Okay. So basically what he said was, I see you like a sister.
Yeah.
Would I ever
she's
have sex with my sister?
She's sister zoned.
That would be pretty rough to hear from a romantic, because we've all been friend zoned and we have all friend zoned others. It's a part of life.
Yeah.
But to be sibling zoned.
Yeah. Sibling zoned.
Whoa.
Yeah. But he's like, but we're not brother and sister. We're like step brother and sister. And step brothers and sisters can make out.
Hey, if you've seen any porn made in the past 4 or 5 years, you know that you can.
It's pretty popular trope.
Huge genre.
Yeah. Huge genre.
Wow. Well, another masterpiece from the director of Trainspotting.
Yeah.
The Social Network.
Yeah.
Slumdog Millionaire.
Yeah.
And now another hit yesterday.
Now yesterday. Wow.
What'd you call this one out of 10?
I would, after all those criticisms I brought up earlier, and still probably having way more questions than answers.
Yeah.
Walking away from this film, there's still so many just stones left unturned, and I feel like I almost feel bad for him being left in this insane world where
It's
nothing
sad.
makes sense.
Yeah.
I would give this like a 4 or a 5. I didn't care for it. You know, Kate McKinnon was the only actress that I was impressed by.
Huge shout out.
Everyone was boring. Cinematography, I guess, was okay.
That one shot where
With Ed Sheeran, where he looked really tiny.
here are the shots that stood out to me. And you're looking really small was wild.
Even though when he got into the house, they were the same height.
Yeah. So I think they just had him standing below.
Yeah.
That one shot of Kate McKinnon was amazing, where she made a funny face and the camera moved with her. Dope shot. The one scene in the green room was lit insane.
Yeah.
It looked like there was like one thin window that went all across the wall. And it was like some sort of massive deity was magnifying glassing some ants, you know? The sound that shot made was and I gotta agree with you. This is sitting around a 4 or 5 for me.
Yeah, it's not great.
Would you say that your original feelings on this movie were validated?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it put in a little bit more effort than I guess I was anticipating. I thought it was just going to be like a really bland rise to stardom story with just like nothing but pretty much a medley of Beatles songs just linked together by a bunch of very short, pointless scenes.
Sure.
So there was a story. I appreciate that there was a narrative. It's not like,
Certainly.
very good,
But it's
but
there.
It's there.
I also I gotta appreciate the cameos. I cannot believe they put John in there.
I can't believe it either. I can't believe this film is like 2 hours long.
It's pretty sizable.
Like,
Yeah.
this is maybe an 80-minute movie. Truly and honestly.
It didn't justify the runtime. I'm with you there. There are a lot of cuttable material.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I was the editor of this, I feel like the John scene would have been cut.
Yeah.
As fun as it was to watch, what did we get?
It was funny to see them try.
Yeah.
But like, did it really add to the movie overall? I feel like that could have easily. I feel like the whole message of that could have easily been delivered to us with, I don't know, the ghost of John or something, just like
like a force ghost.
Maybe he's visited by all four Beatles ghosts in the middle of the night.
Have you seen Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox story?
Oh God, no.
Jack Black plays Paul, I think.
Okay.
I forget, like other Jack Black types play all the Beatles. It's a Johnny Cash parody.
Yeah.
And they like smoke like crack with him, and that's what I wish would have happened.
Yeah.
Well, overall, this was yesterday,
Yeah, this was yesterday.
and that can't be disputed.
And that cannot be disputed. I will look forward to a time when today becomes yesterday, and and tomorrow becomes today, and this will just be in my past.
That was beautiful.
Yeah.
I think that's a perfect segue into what are you working on today? Tomorrow, what are you working on?
Just reviews every day, bro. Reviews every day.
That's
Tomorrow,
what I
I'm
hear.
even shooting some content for the Patreon page.
Hell
'Cause
yeah.
we're running a Patreon page too.
Tell me about the Patreon.
We have exclusive content over there where we're doing classic album listening parties where we have the patrons pick a classic album for us to all have a bit of a listening party to online. We have also our popular Let's Argue series where I take heated comments,
An
from
amazing
hot
series.
takes
Amazing series.
from people across the internet on social media. We just take hot takes from the Patreon page and we just answer those hot takes. So we're just taking Patreon hot takes over there. So
Those are the hottest takes.
those are the hottest takes.
I find.
Those are the takes. Honestly, there's a lot of good, thoughtful ones over there because it's not just it's not just the riffraff. You know what I mean? Coming in and
Once
saying
you narrow down the field.
like
Yeah.
it's like, hey, hey guys, give me some hot takes. Logic sucks. Oh, thanks, dude. Like I'll answer that one right away. Logic sucks. I haven't thought of that one before. Logic sucks. Like that's going to stir up some real conversation. No, some of the Patreon takes are quite good. So
I like that.
it's a bit more of a, we're going to throw a take in here where it's like, a whole paragraph about some obscure record from 30 years ago or whatever. Why haven't you reviewed it? You're a fucking mess. You're a failure of a critic. Sometimes they get a little too serious.
They're like,
but-
I can't believe you haven't covered Debussy yet.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But but still, a lot of the Patreon takes are really good. So, we have some kick-ass content over there.
Oh yeah. What's the link to everything?
It's patreon.com/the needle drop, youtube.com/the needle drop, youtube.com/Fantano. That's the second channel. That one's sexy too.
Yes.
Twitter.com/the needle drop, Fantano on Instagram. Changing it up a little bit.
We also changed it up. We couldn't get at pretty much it on Instagram like we could on Twitter. So we got at pretty much .it.
Got it. Next
A
best
little
thing.
bit of a compromise.
Next best
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, I wish I just did the .needle drop now that you say that.
Yesterday is 2020.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, for anyone who's not familiar with the Needle Drop, youtube.com/Fantano, etc. Amazing channel. Some of the best work on the internet. So I recommend it, and hit up that Patreon. What's that gif of Bernie who like Snoop Dogg and Bernie, is it?
Yeah. Is
Who-
it?
I think it is where he seamlessly transitions into the dab.
He does the good dab.
What? Get this man in office.
Super smooth dab. Yeah, no, absolutely. Get him fucking office.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining me for yesterday. This is a lot of fun.
Thanks for having me.
And thank you to everybody for listening to our track for Danny Boyles yesterday. You've heard all of Anthony's links, and then you got at Pretty Much It on Twitter, at Pretty Much Dotted on Instagram, and I'm at Dr. Jakey on everything. And that's pretty much it.
Good ending.
Thank you very much.
Process for ending that.